Welcome to the July update on the channel. So a number of you will have noticed that a lot of the early SketchUp videos have been removed. The channel was originally a collaboration between myself and Eddie Eddie has now decided to set up his own channel called Essex Brick and taken his videos down. I do plan to put up some more videos regarding to the SketchUp side of things, because this I have been using for a long time and been using it to create a lot of my models in the early days. Slightly different workflow to Eddie, but still a fantastic bit of software for model railway usage. I certainly would recommend SketchUp Make 2017. So here in SketchUp Make you can see one of the early designs of a bridge, which can be seen in some of my videos, that carries the track across the opening near the loft door. And as I say, this was made in SketchUp Make. It's sectional, was very easily to design. I'm tempted to put this on Thingiverse for people to see. If that's something you'd like to see, let me know and I will think about doing it. This design was done using the architectural millimeters and not meters when I produced it. Now this works because I'm not trying to use radiuses. The problem with SketchUp Make and SketchUp, it doesn't like it when you're doing things in millimeters. Radiuses become a bit of a problem, because if it's very small radiuses, when you get down to 1 millimeter or 0.5 of a millimeter, the radius will be in a section or segmented as 3. So if you're going to do a design that's going to have radiuses on it, you're going to really need to do that in the meters template. So here you can see the bridge is approximately 96 millimeters wide, because I've got another bit here and here, and that shows. Obviously if you do it in the meters, you treat each millimeter as a meter, but that then would be reading meters. And this you can see in some of the line side details videos that I've done. Now some people have said it's getting hard to get hold of the exe file to download this to your desktop. The reason we use 2017, it allows us to use the many free plugins that you see up here that I will show in some more videos later on, and this is well worth having. The nice part is once it's on your computer, SketchUp can't take it away. And now you could use the free version, but as I say, you can't use the plugins. Or you could design in Fusion 360, which does have a free version available. I've tried it. I'm not too happy with all the constraints and everything, but that's up to you personally to choose your software. As I say, I do like SketchUp Make. So at the moment, to get SketchUp Make 2017, you need to go to download.net.com, and I will put the link in the description of this video and you can download it. Obviously you have to download it. This will then eventually come up with the saving screen, and here you see you can get your exe file onto your system, clicking on save. Now I've already done this, but the important thing you need to know is when you're installing it, you need to make sure you're going for the free version, and not the online version. They still try to get you to go for the new version and not use this. So once you've installed it, and then when you start the exe file, this was the screen you're going to see. Now you can add a license if you want, but you don't have to. But what you will need to do is choose a template. So obviously you can see here this telling you SketchUp Make hasn't been updated since 2017, making it vulnerable to security issues. So if this is something that really concerns you, then you're going to have to find another bit of software to design it. I'm not worried because I've been using it since 2017 without any issues, and I'm not updating it, so hopefully there shouldn't be any issues. But then you need to come down to here, and here you've got the templates. Now there is some 3D printing ones down here. I tend to avoid using them. I have done in the past, but I'd say if you use the millimeter one, When you come to the radiuses, that's when you're going to have problems. If you come along and come up, you're going to come to the architectural designs. So you've got millimeters, which, as I say, if you're not going to use radiuses, you can use this or use the meters. Now, for certain things, using the meters is definitely the way to go. Just treat a millimeter as a meter. Once you've clicked on it, and then you go to start using SketchUp. So hopefully that will help people who are having problems. And this is the bit that I wanted to do the main update about. So here you can see the playlist that I have created already on the channel. Now I've got the Blender non-figures, which had the creating the wagon alternate, and then we've had the creating figures for your layout. I also did a journey into pick programming, which is something I find interesting because if you work with picks, you're getting into the basics of microcontroller controlling things on your layout. Now this, I'm slowly developing my skills within the programming using C. We've also had some of the line side stuff which has been made available on Thingiverse to help people, to the boiler which showed different techniques for what you could create using your FDM printer or a resin printer. And then obviously I've had my 00 gauge layout or loft layout, which shows some of the building work that I have been doing and the progression of my layout. I've also gone into some Raspberry Pi software stuff, as well as Arduino, and then using the different pick programmers. Now, I do plan to do more work on some of these, but I am interested in feedback on what type of things you would like to see from the channel. Obviously, I will develop more along the SketchUp, and I will be doing more with Blender in the future. So anyway, thank you for watching, and this is the update for the July, and hopefully in the coming weeks there will be more videos coming out.